just does not stop ever.
He doesn't. He loves Mega Man.
Yeah, he loves Smash.
He loves Smash, but really loves. I don't think I've ever seen him play another character.
He's got a couple weird secondaries that I think he just thinks are fun, but in bracket certainly not.
But also, I've also never seen him play a friendly that isn't like a serious friendly, like to practice, you know? I've never played a game with him because you know what? He's grinding 24/7.
He asked me for friendlies in an event one time and circle camped me in them.
That is,
I was like, you know what? Base.
You know what? I would only allow that from Peabnut.
I think I'm not shooting my own horn because he destroyed me, but we sat down to play, and I 0-to-deathed him on the first stock, and then he locked in, and I never touched him again, basically.
Yeah, Peabnut is a guy that doesn't lose to cheesers. He's so fundamentally sound. He's so good at keeping his options. Wow.
Super Mach Punch.
I am going to eat my words a bit this set, it seems, as Yeast seems well prepared for this Mega Man after that first stock.
Yeah, and I was actually very curious, so I was talking to Yeast before this bracket started about like his choice of moves on Mii Brawler. Obviously, Uppercut. Every Mii Brawler is going to run Uppercut, and except in a very small number of matchups where Helicopter Kick is better for edge guarding. But the one that I was curious about was Super Mach Punch as the neutral beat instead of instead of shot put. And he's like, it's so slow. There's never a situation where I want to like play back. I would rather be in somebody's face doing stuff like this. Super Mach Punch opens up so many kill opportunities, and it keeps people scared of my neutral beat too, so they jump, and then I can catch them with up tilt or up air and then get uppercut anyways. And so it's got such good synergy with the way that he plays, and it works out so well. And Peabnut seems to be at a loss for the first stock of this game.
I don't know about a loss. Peabnut notoriously untiltable. We talked a lot about untiltable players.
He's having a blast right now,
actually. He absolutely is, because you can tell that when he's getting owned, he's like, oh, I see what I can do
challenge.
Here. I know exactly what I need to do to get around this. And the download is starting for Peabnut. And I will never count out Peabnut in any case. Whether he's down last stock to 3 in a game 3 where he's down or 2-0, I'm not counting him out until the victory screen happens.
And it was an inch away from happening there, because Mii Brawler will kill you off that up tilt at 50% on PS2. I know Peabnut knows this, but for the people at home, be very certain of your stage pick versus this character.
Yeah.
PS2 is a dangerous game to play.
Oh my god.
He's not dead. He gets good DI on it. He is dead this time.
Oh my god.
Yep.
2 stock for Yeast.
And that's why PS2 is very, very bad.
I think that's a lesson learned for Peabnut. So far, he says, you know what, I'm not going to go PS2 anymore. I am not allowing that in this matchup anymore. And I assume he's not going to run it back. Hopefully he wants to go for a solid stage here.
He's thinking, and he does run it back. And I've told this story a couple of times on commentary, and I've told it to basically every student that I've ever coached. When you lose, when something goes wrong, you have 2 options. You can do it different, or you can do it better. That's it. And Peabnut, he's going, it wasn't the stage's fault. I don't need to do that differently. I need to do it better. We're just going to run it back, and I'm going to play it differently.
Night and day from the set before, as these two are absolutely exploding each other. Yeast more so after that game 1. But Peabnut starting to reverse the momentum already. That game 1 isn't even in his mind anymore. Well, it's in his mind. He's learned. He's learned what not to do. He's learned how he wants to play neutral, but...
What doesn't dwell in the mind of Peabnut?
Yeah.
It's the Library of Babel in there.
He is truly a student of the game in every sense of the word. And
shout out
cow.
Jorge Luis Borges and this combo.
Oh
Wait, you F-smash that?
God.
What good reaction from Yeast?
He's really on it. You can tell he's playing super well today. He's comfortable in his skin. He's feeling good. And wow, back here as well. He's not phased at all by Peab. Of all players, Peab has a lot of aggression, has a lot of momentum, has a lot of aura, I think, and it's hard to play against him. But Yeast not phased in the slightest, and Peab struggling to find his KO, and that side B racks up damage very quickly as well. Just Yeast looking so good.
Yeast jumping through the up air too, but surviving, if only barely. Trying to find some way to up tilt or nair. Those are the 2 options, and you miss the up B. Yup.
You have to.
You have to go for it.
I respect it, because I think the up B there would have been...
That was so smart from Yeast. He jumped up so that the explosion would be high, so that when Peabnut would land, he would get caught in it and wouldn't be able to punish the pop of Crash Bomb.
It's the little things that Yeast is starting to do really well, and Peeb is another one of those players that's really good at this micro interaction. So,
and you know what else?
Tell me.
That may be the first time in forever that I've seen Peabnut get hit by his own Metal Blade. I almost never see like the toss back. He always catches it, but Yeast got it that time.
There's some sort of pace change that's happening for Yeast that just looks so good, and he, on a rare occasion, is not ready for it. It's fighting an uphill battle once again, but as soon as I say that, Peabnut with the X Factor just lands the Shoryuken and is going to make it back to the ledge here. It's not easy to punish Mega Man's recovery. He has so many options, can mix it up in so many different ways.
His drift is insane.
Yeah. And now, Peabnut with a strong advantage for the first time in this set as he's continuing to rack up percent. Yeast unable to find his way in at all. Up tilt will not land into Thrupper, and Peeb will land a punish off of it as well. The fair into grab.
Yeah, you are one of the very few cases where I would actually call me Brawler vulnerable is after whiffing a move like that, but Peabnut
equally vulnerable
does
after
whiff
whiffing
his own move, his super jump punch there. Oh, really good follow-up off of the Metal Blade into the back air. Pops up, and he gets suplexed. This is suddenly very dangerous. Do not go underneath that platform, Peabnut. Do not get up tilted. I'm literally begging you.
You can tell that Yeast is definitely fishing for it, and Peeb is the kind of person that is aware of what kind of kill confirm.
His eyes are wide open.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I see it. Don't worry, I'm not letting you get it.
And just because he doesn't let him doesn't mean it won't happen.
It is scary.
Really good aerial drift from Yeast there, and okay, he just gets caught by the F smash. In a catch-22, if you shield there, you're going to get dash grab. If you don't shield there, you die to the F smash. Very great setup from Peabnut. Just a Zugzwang from the back. He can't get out of there.
You know so many good words.
It's a good German word.
What does it translate to?
I don't actually know the translation. It's a chess term.
Oh, okay.
It's like an every move loses.
Oh, there you go,
so
there you go.
It's where you're very trapped.
Yeah, catch 22. Yeah. I'm learning today.
There you go.
So much to learn. Yeah, he's not, once again,
he's not out.
Untiltable player.
Ever.
Untiltable player. He could be down 2-0, like I said earlier, he could be down 2-0, last stock 3-1. He's up, he's down 150% or something. Like I said, I can't count it. And just like that, it's 1-1, and Peabnut is back in the driver's seat of this set.
Boom, the Nair out of shield there. A really, really good double clank to get through those pellets and then put Peabnut in a terrible spot. Got to find some way off ledge, but find a way he does, and it's Leaf Shield. Something that he actually hasn't been using too much so far, and he won't use anything else. This stock, he does get out of it. Never mind, I was so certain he was dead.
Yeah, it was close, but I think Yeast just went for a little bit more than he probably needed to. He got a little greedy. Peabnut able to get out of it because of that. Now, Thrupper out of shield, not going to be enough that close to the floor of the stage, so going to need to get a little bit higher. Okay. Now he's kind of just throwing it out.
He's throwing it out a little bit too freely.
No double jump, I think, so this is going to be a stock as Peeb recognizing when Yeast overextends and will punish him hard for it. He will get hit by his own Crash Bomber, but it's not a stock just yet as Yeast throwing out the neutral B to try to find something, and Peeb just, the hitboxes that he's throwing out are avoiding everything perfectly, and the DI as well.
The DI is perfect. The hitbox doesn't follow up. Yeast cannot get the combo to KO. Peabnut's alive, and he's going to make Yeast regret it.
Just can't catch a break. Yeast so strong game 1, but games 2 and 3, it's looking all Peabnut, and now the Thrupper just missing the dash attack to catch the tech roll, or the mistech, I think it was. He's gorgeous from Peabnut. He's playing so well now.
You know what? He got hit by Super Mach Punch once.
He's never getting hit by it
again. He's never getting hit by it again. Every single other one has whiffed. That is the first stock of the set and never again.
That is the Peabnut classic.
I think Peabnut, there's maybe like 2 players who I would say are better at the never again thing than Peabnut, but it is a very small club of like, you get your cheese off once and then he will never get touched by it ever again.
He's so good.
Goes into the archive.
Yeah, he remembers your options every single time, and he studies so well in the middle of sets as well, you know?
Smash, really good option.
Gorgeous from him. I love watching Peabnut play, man.
Can you tell that we like Peabnut?
I love Peabnut, man. I mean, it's hard to talk about anything else that's happening on screen when Peabnut is has been playing his neutral so well, and it's been so difficult for Yeast to replicate the success that he had in Game 1.
Yeah, we just alternate from, wow, that was a crazy kill confirm from me Brawler, and then we go, oh wait, Peeb's back in it playing neutral.
I mean, that is kind of the nature of me Brawler as a character. You don't really need to win neutral too many times. You need to win once or twice, get your Thrupper confirmed, and then you have a lead immediately.
He does the Fox thing, where
Yeah.
he's not like over-centralized, but he is centralized.
Yeah, 100%. Thrupper will almost catch another stock. It's still 2 stocks to 1, so Peeb has a little bit of breathing room, and now the back air won't quite take the stock, but Yeast is all but lost. The up air to cover the high recovery as well, almost took Yeast out.
Oh!
The Thrupper getting caught by the up air as well. It's so good from Peabnut. He's covering everything Yeast does.
I don't, like, any other player, I would go, that was an accident. Peabnut, I'm doubting.
He knows. 100% he knows.
And he's teching off that Crash Bomber 2 to stall off stage.
Finally.
He just stalls out his own stock, though. The engine fails him for just a moment.
Well, luckily,
And he's right off the Angel
it
platform.
didn't stall completely as he's able to start it back up and put his foot on the
He
gas.
does like the pilot thing where they like nosedive and then they use the momentum of the nosedive to restart the engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Advanced
gorgeous.
maneuvers.
Advanced maneuvers from Peabnut. he's getting hired back for a reason.
Winners finals. 1 game away for Peeb. 2 away for Yeast, though.
Yeah, credit to Yeast, who has been on quite a run. Like you said earlier, benefited from the Jazzo DQ, but he has made his name. Like he's made it.
He benefited from the Jazzo DQ. He is not made by the Jazzo DQ.
100%.
He still won some very difficult matches to get to this point.
Yeah.
And he's not even out of the bracket should Peabnut close this. He's just down in loser's quarters where he'll face off against Jackal, which is a tri-state team kill. And I think
Holy
Yeast
cow.
actually doesn't have like
Oh my
bad of a
God,
record.
Yeast!
And he doesn't even want to deal with Jackal. He's
He
like,
said-
you do it,
He
Peeb.
said, stop talking. I'm going to make it to winners finals. I'm playing Anarchy. He wants us to shut up.
I love Greninja.
I think this is an interesting counter pick as well. Hollow Bastion, not the highest ceiling, so it's definitely like probably good for Thrupper, and he wants to play off of that platform a little bit more, get a little bit more of that central space, maybe change up Peabnut's game plan and change the pace. And
But okay,
ooh.
pop quiz. Name a bad stage for Thrupper.
Yeah, good point.
Town. Town is the answer. And it's
Town's getting
always
banned.
banned.
Town is getting banned.
You're never going to let a Mega Man go to town anyway. And then you're also playing me Brawler, so you're absolutely also not going to town for that reason.
Now Yeast, strong advantage here, 90% on Peeb. Back here will secure stock, but still has some room to make up. Yeast has found some pretty ridiculous kill confirms at earlier than 90%, so we'll see if he overextends. Wow, holding shield. Peabnut with nerves of steel, not allowing Yeast to get any of his options in. I think anybody drops their shield there. I'm not scared.
I either drop the shield, pop the shield, or get shield poked.
Yeah.
Like what's going through my head right now, and all of them are bad.
He's slowly racking up percent. He's turned it back
Look at
into
that,
an
it's
even
even.
game. It's still a solid confirm away from Yeast turning this into a last stock game for
He
people.
missed that.
Yeah, barely missed. It's so close, but Peeb not able to find, or Yeast not able to find the kill confirm he was
There it
hoping
is.
for.
Tech chase with the Mach Punch. Maintaining the stock lead, but only just. Peabnut now gets caught by the suplex. It's a lot of damage at low percent, especially with the set knockback. It allows Yeast to set up very, very well for exactly this. Dash attack off of the drift out. Now Peabnut in a lot of trouble. He's got to find a way back up onto the stage without paying too much more in taxes. The IRS is running him dry.
Peabnut will make it back to the stage in a scary situation, and now you look for just any kind of upper confirm. It's what Yeast is going to be hunting for, but I'm sure Peeb is aware of that. Whoa, the bot punch in the air!
Again.
I take it back! 2 stock for the Uzbek himself. Game 5 now.
Again, also, so many Game 5s between our competitors in this bracket. Just goes to show how close the race is for the final RedShift title. The Singularity, the black hole drawing in everybody with its massive gravity well.
Yeah.
But some of them are getting crushed by the event horizon.
Peabnut going back to Stadia. Running it back to the old Raleigh. This is a great stage for me Brawler like we talked about earlier, so Yeast, probably not mad about it. We're going right into game 5. Let's see if Yeast is able to continue that momentum. Game 4 looked a lot like game 1.
Well, look at the early strategy from Peabnut. He's playing back, he's dashing back, he's rolling away, he's forcing Yeast to come to him and stuffing. He's like, okay, I know what you can do when you hit me. You got to work real hard to do it, though. That's the plan here.
Forward smash at 0 is an interesting option. It will hit Peabnut's shield, but now this is going to be damage.
Relief shield. Peabnut been making great use of the tool, and that's what I'm talking about. Peab never gets hit by his own metal blade.
Yeah, it's so good from him. He's so good at item play. I love watching players that are really adept with items. Peabnut definitely one of the best in the world.
He's dead. He's dead.
Way.
Okay, he's alive. Okay.
Dude, I almost had a heart attack. You had me. You had
actual
me
genuine panic.
Peab's still in this disadvantaged state. He's not able to get off the ledge, but the neutral be getting thrown out from Yeast is gonna get punished just a little bit.
Stuffed out there by Yeast this time around, and then he just jumps in, lands raw with Mach Punch for the first stock of game number 5.
Dude,
I'm stressed.
Dude, I'm starting to really believe in Mach Punch. I thought just shot would be objectively better, but Mach Punch has gotten so much mileage, and you can tell, like, it's character mastery coming out from Yeast. He knows so well. You know he has an amiibo to put the Mii on
cowboy
every
Mii in. Yeah. And that's the way to do it if you're a Mii player. You got to make sure it's the right Mii every time.
He's locked in.
Up till anti-airing Peabnut. Now he can't land. He's taken so much damage. Got to find a way past this ledge here, and Leaf Shield is the tool to do it.
It is still very even. Neither of these players have run away with the game just yet. 2% separates both of them. The hard knuckle will send Yeast into a disadvantage, but he's still up till up air thropper away from a stock. And good thing he didn't jump here, but so much damage racked up by Peabnut. He's so good at getting conversions off of that up air. Metal blade and...
Yeah, like, great job you didn't jump, but also 80%. Like, you didn't die. You're really close to it, though. 155, he's a fair away, a bear away, or maybe even an F throw. He pummels a ton, but it's still not quite enough. And hello, Tweak now! The New Jersey up!
Dude, the New Jersey
powered him up!
Okay, we got an up air into fair. We're back to last stock. Wow. What a stock from Yeast. Peabnut answered back so quickly, but I'm still blown away by how well Yeast made that happen.
Beat out the flip kick, though, with fair. Yeast now in a spot of bother, taking 51 and still climbing. Got to find a way back down. He has no resources to do so.
The hops.
But he gets in with the up tilt and doesn't follow up. Instead, it's just a raw throw uppercut. 40% now, 49,
no
60,
way.
60. No way! Yeast out of his chair, facing the camera, because even he thought that he was going to winners finals, but he's a thropper cut away still.
Oh my god, Peabnut nerves of steel. He's not even phased. Look at him still sitting. He knew he wasn't
dead. The pop from Yeast, as he's going to take the game 5 win over Peabnut and advance his way into winners finals. We do not have a Carolina matchup in winners finals despite all odds. Look at Jackal in the back of that camera too. Tweak Mill powered him up.
The Invaders.
I can't believe it.
Dude, the Invaders are here, man. Out of state, out of region.
Dude.
Yeast.
Mach Punch.
You are cooking,
you were right.
bro. I'm never doubting this guy ever again.
It's the you wanna elucidate on that a little bit?
Talk to us about Mach Punch. Talk to us about Mach Punch.
Mach Punch is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
If shield pokes, you let go of shield at all, you die. It's just instant death, the move. And you know what? I gotta say. Apple Reviewer told me that I would not beat Peabnut again. That was a one and done thing. That was because he lost him at SmashCon. And this is to you, Sean Apple Reviewer.
Oh,
fuck you!
No! Get off the stream! Get off the stream! Get off the stream! Get off the stream! Get off the stream!
Guys, that didn't.
You know, sometimes in the heat of the moment.
Yeah. You know, the competitive spirit is truly
it courses
thriving
through his veins.
Here at RedShift Singularity. You can tell the players
are
hyped.
The sponsors, Phil in the chat.
Guys, do not worry. Guys, the stream cut out for a couple seconds.
I don't even remember.
That, right?
I forgot what happened too. When the stream cut, so did my memory.
Guys, I blacked out for a second. Is everything okay? We're back, right? We're back?
We're back on air.
We're back on the air.
Let's all take a moment